Hey, greetings everyone, it's GleeCon, and I am back again, bringing you another episode of Lore of Warcraft. Thanks for clicking, for tuning in, for joining me. What you're looking at here is the loading screen of Glee Contessa and others. This is our complete walkthrough. This is the section of the show that we're on, a complete walkthrough of every single quest, every lore-related thing in World of Warcraft Classic. So we've currently been doing Darkshore for some time, and getting very close to finishing, so stay a while and listen as we jump in for that. Last episode we didn't get a lot done because we worked on wrapping up some Tower of Althalaxx stuff, I believe. No, I think I lied on that one. Oh, no, yeah, that was the episode before. So, we basically have finished a bunch of quests down here. We're almost done with the zone. Gotta turn some stuff in. Alright, so let's start with that. We'll start with turning in a lot of quests. So it's gonna appear on the quests covered part of the description that we've covered a lot, but it's because we're kicking off by turning a lot in.
May a loon walk with you, adventurer. The Temple of the Moon has come to help the troubled citizens of Oberdeen.
Alright, so the lowest level beached sea creature. Hello again, Glee Contessa. Are you here to report on another discovery?
The bones you have are from gentle sea mammals that are known to inhabit the waters surrounding the base of Teldrassil. They had never been known to violently beach themselves like the threshers had been known to. Why would these creatures do this, I wonder? Well, perhaps the study of their remains will bear the fruits of knowledge that we seek. Again, thank you for your aid. Please accept this honorarium from the Temple of the Moon.
Okay, so that was we only got 120 XP. That was the last, low-level piece one. Let's go back over to the walkthrough here. I think we just picked all of these up. Yeah, so now we can recopy and just repaste, because we're about to turn in these 4 right now. So we might as well just put them right on the spreadsheet. Beached sea turtle, we'll just go top down, I guess.
Ashenvale.
Hello again, Glee Contessa. The work you have done on behalf of the moon has been outstanding. Are we to be blessed with more of your effort on our behalf?
I have heard of the kinds of carriages found on the back of that turtle. Those I do believe are Naga carriages, used both in battle and in transportation of their supplies onto land. The markings on the box you found are of the Naga. Perhaps the creature you discovered was killed as it was heading further south. To Ashenvale, maybe. I will be sure to send this box to Darnassus with the rest of your discoveries. This is for you. Thank you again for your assistance.
So again, kind of a little bit of a teaser about Naga spreading down into Ashenvale.
Go in peace. Ashenvale.
Greetings once again, Glee Contessa. Do you have any more discoveries to report to the Temple of the Moon?
You found even more beached creatures, adventurer. Sea turtles were commonly found frolicking along the base of Nordrassil before it was destroyed. With the birth of Teldrassil, however, these creatures have been seen in ever-decreasing numbers. Some, as we have discovered, end their lives here for some unknown reason. Your aid will perhaps unlock the mystery before us. Please accept this in exchange for the remains you have provided for our study.
Okay, so a little better rep and
I am honored.
XP, and the final one.
May the stars guide you.
Thanks be to Elune. I am glad to see you again, dear Glee Contessa. The Temple of the Moon's work on the strange beaching phenomena continues here in Darkshore. Might you have anything additional to offer us?
The dimensions of the thresher you mention are mind-boggling. Even the eldest of the threshers in this region grow to only a fraction of that size. While some larger ones were known to be close to Teldrassil, their numbers have declined steadily. I cannot help but wonder if these creatures beaching themselves here are somehow related to this. While we analyze the bones you have brought us, please accept this on behalf of the Temple of the Moon. Thank you, adventurer.
And they keep this a little bit vague, but if you can take nothing else away from that stuff, you can at least... The character would at least realize like there's something going on. There is a force driving that's both corrupting Teldrassil, driving creatures from Teldrassil, but there's also the same old god worshipping force happening here in Darkshore. And
Thank
it's
the stars,
spreading into
Prospector Rem
Ashenvale.
travel is safe. I told you he was absent-minded. I can't believe he insisted on staying there with all of those horrible creatures lurking about. So, the Prospector wants to send the mysterious fossil to the Explorers League in Darnassus? I don't feel right leaving Darkshore without him. Here, adventurer, deliver the mysterious fossil to Chief Archaeologist Grey Whisker in Darnassus.
Safe travels.
Okay, so that is that will be kind of what we do last because it's going to send us out of the zone, most likely. Most likely is what we're going to do last. All right, so we've wrapped up Beached Sea Creature. I believe we actually didn't we turn in the Heirloom's Escape last time? We did. That was one that we turned in down in Ashenvale, and then we finished those 3. That's going to take us to Ironforge. We haven't done that one yet. We did just turn in Absent-Minded Prospector 2, and we picked up 3. Okay. It's not the longest chain, but it is got some pieces to it. I wanted to kind of, yeah, I think I can repair. I want to sell and repair while we're over here.
What can I do for you?
Let's see. We gotta turn that in. You know what? I've decided I'm tired of carrying these around. I'm not gonna use them. Don't need the shot. Don't need any of that. No, some this other stuff. Can I cook the Longjaw Mud Snapper? Nope. So those are worthless as well. But the clam chowder, that's still useful if I have milk and mild spices. I do have 1 milk, but I don't have any mild spices. And I don't know that I feel like going to get more milk.
Great. Greetings,
Because
lass. If you're looking for the best deals you'll find outside of Ironforge
go buy more
itself,
milk.
then you've come to the right place.
I mean, and we can forge up some things while we're sitting right here, just for the sake of bag space. And now I'm gonna start promoting. So remember, that's like one of the key things that we need to do is that Tower of Althalaxx. So we have to start broadcasting that, and we need to hope that we get lucky. So I put it in general just in case someone's in the zone, because even one person helping us out that's, in the mid-20s, or at least not even mid-20s, in low 20s, that could work for us. But it might not, that just might not be available. So I'm going to make these bronze. I'm just trying to clear out some of this stuff. Vial of Scrying I'm still going to keep for now. Keep some of these other things, but again, we'll clear this out. And maybe when I put the right quest, I can get a little bit more bites on the old hook there. Alright, so we gotta go walk back because we still have this escape through force to turn in that I kind of missed, and then I gotta buy some milk too. I need to buy sweet milk. Okay. So, not too shabby. We have things here. I'm saving up. Actually, I can probably make these heavy wool bandages. Let's make those too. It's going to get rid of some. But remember, we're trying to get up to 180 on the first aid front, because then I can clear out my heavy silk bandage book, which would be great. I mean, we are in the ballpark of that, but there we go. Got one. So getting closer. These heavy wool bandages, at some point, they will become obsolete, and when that happens, we'll start saving up 60 stacks of wool. We'll just turn those in as we go. So I think I'll do those in order. Like we'll do Stormwind first, and then we'll do Ironforge and Nomergon, and we'll finish up Night Elves. So we'll kind of go in that order, like the order that you might experience the actual capitals. Although we technically experienced Ironforge second, I feel like for a human, that's not the most like narrative.
Greet adventurer. I've come to find out how rampant the effects of Fel Moss are throughout Darkshore.
Okay.
The corruption of Teldrassil in our surrounding lands really concerns the druids of the Cenarian Circle and all Night Elves. It is my goal to find out why this has happened and to put an end to it. Adventurer, I'm pleased to see you've returned successfully. Your assistance to Volcor has given me faith that we can overcome the challenges facing us here in Darkshore and beyond.
Alright, so that was a little bit better XP. So we got the Escape by Force quest completed. So really getting near the end of the zone here. Escape by Force, yep, that's down there. So all we have left is to turn in the book to do Mathystra Relics, wrap up the Absent-Minded Prospector chain, which is 3 more quests, one of them happening in Wetlands, and wrap up the Tower of Althalaxx chain. So where's the little... That's one we'll pick up when we do Blackfathom. I just finally... It took me so long to get it. I had such bad luck with Blackfathom Deeps getting a group. It took me all morning. I waited on my Alliance character, failed, and then I went and baked a pie. Pie number 2. Kind of disappointing. Some parts of it I did better. Some parts of it I did worse. Like, the jury's out on how I feel about the crust. The pie itself was like a coffee custard pie, which sounds good on paper. Has a little bit of a ginger undertone to it, which I already was sketched out about it, because I thought ginger can be such a dominating taste, especially when you're cooking it in a sweet dish, that you have to be careful. I like the taste of ginger, but in my experience, you can overdo it with ginger easily. So I strained out a lot of the ginger, like about half of it at the end, and I don't know if that contributed to the overall feeling that the pie is not as sweet as I thought it could be, but also it's just, you know, it's a coffee-based pie. It's not a... also, like I said, it's a custard kind of pie, or like a... I think that's probably closest to what you would call it. I don't know why I can't figure out how to leave this town. Sort of like, just, you know, egg, milk, cream, sugar, butter, like that kind of thing. And it was a butter crust, and I feel like I did okay. It took a while to cook because you have to do something called blind baking the crust. So I'm getting into pie making right now, basically is my thing. And I let it had to cool for a long time, but then even after it sat on the counter and cooled for 5-6 hours, it was still a little too wet. So I put it in the fridge overnight. I'm going to try it again today. So I might have, I baked it for a long time, for a full hour, but I might have, and I got scared to leave it in longer because I didn't want to burn the crust, but maybe I should have even left it a little longer. Or maybe a night in the fridge will have firmed it up a little bit. So we'll see. I'm going to try a savory pie as my next pie, so not a dessert pie. more like a dinner one, but that one, I probably won't do that for a few days. I have all the ingredients. But yep, I'm going to continue making my way through this pie thing. But yeah, so I paused, I did that, and then I came back, and still took me probably another couple hours to finally get a group, and eventually I got a group where we had no tank, but my character was 35, and we had a warlock that was 36, and then we got a hunter that was whatever level appropriate, 23, something like that, and we just used the hunter pet, and we had a paladin healer. So between the paladin healer, using a little bit of consecration, the hunter pet, and the void walker, we just made that work. There was no issues at all. We smoked the dungeon. It took a little bit longer because no one's creating the threat to draw all the mobs together, so I could really rain. So the warlock couldn't rain, you know, hellfire down as much, and I couldn't rain my blizzard as much. Not hellfire, whatever that's called. Rain of fire, destruction, I can't remember. The warlock AoE thing. That is not hellfire. Alright, so there's a purpose why I haven't broadcasted Tower of Althalaxx yet, because I am in need of... or what I want to do is get the actual real quest so I can start putting that in chat. Because otherwise people will be like, why, you're showing us a completed quest that you've done. And then we have some time, we can get the Mathystra Relic if we get no initial responses. It's a little early. I was a little worried this might happen. So we're just gonna try it. And the XP reward will be good. Like Homegirl's, between this and the Wetlands one, there's not a non-zero chance. I mean, there is a non-zero chance that I'll hit 26 by the end of this run. Might as well check this off on the old quest list right now. Pick up the next one. So remember, we have Tower of Althalaxx 7 and then 8 that we're going to check. Okay, so we're turning in and picking up. Alright. And, I mean, honestly, we'll then turn in the 8th and 9th one. I don't remember where the 9th one goes, but...
Ah, it's good to see you again, adventurer. The strangest things have been happening around here. I'm glad you showed up. It was very strange, adventurer. Everything seemed normal. Well, as normal as things get around here. And then, suddenly, there was a blinding flash of light from the upper room of the tower. Then came the screams. The cries split the air and lightning struck the ground from time to time. What's going on? I see. Well, if what you say is true,
yeah, so we've heard him.
Now is the time to strike. I believe Athricus resides at the top of the tower. Be careful, though. He is surrounded by many powerful warlocks, much more deadly than the ones you faced before.
This is a level 31 quest. It's 6 levels above us. Yikes. Yeah, that's tough. So here we go into chat. Okay, and I'll put it in the general chat too. Just to see, and we can kind of peek our little heads in there. I mean, I could use some of my buffs for sure. If need be. But I kind of want to look, I guess let's go up to the Tower of Mathystra and just see. That'll get us a little bit more XP. There's a tin vein right there. I think I must have been 26 because I don't know that it was red like this. Even at 26 it might be red. But yeah, see, killing a level 31 mob, we're only 26. Like, I don't know that we even can actually do it. I don't think it's actually physically possible. Even with buffs. If we hit 26, we've got a chance. Yeah, but look, these mobs don't even have that. Yeah, I'm gonna see. I didn't even use my... These are the little relics. What's the guy's name? Yeah, Athricus. Looking for a quick aid. Trying to think about how I could properly ingratiate myself to the masses, because I will not be able to do it. I mean, I could... Here's another tin one. I could call in an assist from my other account. But I need to drag my son's butt out of bed, and then he hasn't played World of Warcraft in months, so I really don't know. And I think the best option I would have is, I think I have like a 38, level 38 rogue on my secondary account, so I don't know that he'd be strong enough helping me with my using... It's actually my wife's rogue, because we haven't been playing as much. I'm gonna probably play tonight with her, I would imagine. Plus she's in South Shore, I think, right now, and we'd have to wait for her to get here from that. And then... Oh look, this one's actually worth XP. Now, sometimes you'll get people kind of nearby that are doing the quest themselves that'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll help. I don't even know. This is sort of like the way Black Fathom Deep looks right there. I don't know that I've ever gone down and explored what's in there. To be real. Looks like it's sealed off. There might not be anything. So we need 2 more relics still. And I would love to have somebody help me out on my quest. I wonder if there were relics down there. I've never really checked that out. I'll just keep broadcasting. And maybe we'll get lucky. That's copper. We're still good. We need... There's a relic, I saw it. We need 15... I don't even know what I was gonna say. We need 15 something. I don't know where my brain was going. Oh, 15 ore. 15 copper, and then we've caught... 15 tin total, and we've caught the copper with the tin. We're at 7, so... We're gonna have to start getting... Re-mining copper also. Come on, anyone. We need some help. Anyone to help Glee Contessa finish this zone? I mean, worst case scenario, we will just plow forward and, that's a battered chest, actually. That's not. Oh, you know what? Sometimes you can find this. I think we maybe found it with, Cat. I mean, our Shelasier. There's a relic over there. Sometimes you can find these cat figurines around here. And, like, I don't know, more, at least 50%, maybe more like 3/4 of the time, it's just like a gray sellable object. But sometimes it's this thing that lets you actually summon a pet cat to help you. It's kind of cool. You can find them on the ground. You can tell they're clearly shaped like a cat statue. It's kind of like a Gwynwivar thing from Fritz Du Werden. Alright, so we have all the Mathystra Relics, which we have to walk down to Onu and back. So we could also just keep broadcasting as we do this walk. There's no reason not to. Because we don't have a Hearthstone or anything like that, so we've got to walk. I prefer not to have to walk all the way back up here. So, I mean, I guess we can look at the tower itself and just see how feasible is it. But all my experience makes me feel like not feasible. Okay. Now I'm appealing to the heroic nature of these potential allies out there. Sometimes being called a hero, I didn't even see it, makes us want to act more heroically. One of the problems is that the mobs spawn so fast. Another is that they're warlocks, which means they're annoying pieces of bone. The biggest problem is that they are high level. I do not even if we can fight our way to the top of the tower, I truly don't know that we can kill Athricus. Even in a perfect world where we fight and res and get to kill all his allies and we get to the top. We shall see. Oh, here's a chest. Might as well grab it. You never know what you get. It's a battered chest, which I think that's the worst kind. We got Salt of the Whale. Alright, so let's see. Actually, we might as well do our real healing line. So what are these guys? They're level 29, which is killable. Yeah, so she. What I want to do is LOS her. Okay, so now that she's here, I think I can ignore her. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Yeah, I don't like that. I got a bubble. I can't even fight one, but I do have a healer. Freaking died. I opened up the chat and that made me stop running. So alright, so this person is a level 60, so they'll be able to... Alright, so this is exactly what we needed. We needed someone to help with this chain, and now we got it. I think, were I not being a ding-dong, even, it would have been hard to... Like, I don't know. I was having a hard time even getting that one warlock down, and I guess maybe if I cleared the area around the tower first, so I didn't have to worry about pulling those extra ads, then that could have helped me clear the area a bit more. But anyway, so if you don't want to do, if you have more pride than I do, and you don't want to take this quest on with the help of someone else, then it is a soloable quest if you wait until you're in the low 30s. So you could just come back and finish the chain, but I feel like this one is like within striking distance. We can pick it up. We're so close. So I'd love to just put a bow on this zone. And then what we will do is come down here, walk down, then go back up and fly over there. It's going to kind of be annoying. But victory is all but assured now with a level 6. It is assured. A level 60 will smoke this area, and especially with a priest, even if I screw up, they can easily restore me. Oh, that minion has decided to stay out here, so I pulled it and it didn't go back home. Okay. I'm gonna just wait. I don't know. Oh yeah, they're already on the way. Probably on some super cool fast mount. These people, I recognize their names. There is enough. There are few enough people that play Classic, especially. You do start to recognize the names in the cluster, the ones that are promoting a lot. It's definitely more like a community in Classic. I really, really, really wish... I think you could get the best of both worlds if they just opened up clusters or even single servers for each expansion. Then you could have that community feeling. Sure, you'd split your player base, but people would still jump around, you know, and play different ones. And if they're all playing the same game anyway, I don't know, maybe that's Blizzard's true fear, is that if they create this experience, they'll dilute the fan base too much. Because a big part of what keeps people coming back to the game, I think for many people, is the social aspect. That's less for me. I do like it. It's nice to have the help of others. I do appreciate that, but if I was able to recruit NPCs that could do the same thing as this, or the game was designed to have that everything completable. I just don't know what that thing was doing. Just one shot. I mean, that thing was like level 7. So, no biggie there. Here's where it gets tough. But I killed her Voidwalker, so that's cool. She resisted my stun. So basically what you would have to do normally is climb this tower. There we have, and as you can see right now, we have multiple people coming. Look at all these warlocks that have now been pulled. So this is what makes it tough. Is we would have had to been so smart about how we pulled that none of that happened. You gotta go, and it would take us so long to kill each warlock. I don't think we could succeed before they started respawning. I really don't think it would have been a viable option. Resist it again. Okay. So that's that whole floor. And then you get to the top here, and we would have had to just done the same thing. So we've made it to the top of the tower. Of course, there's Athricus. And then I've just already... this is Athricus Narasi. Okay, so he's who we have to kill. He resisted my stun, of course. This is the one where I see I can't even hit him. Great. Okay, so we drank, but that was all we... That's the end of the chain right there. With that person, you're able to get up there fast, and like I said, we could have... At a higher level, we could take that one down. If we were in the mid-30s, not even, just low 30s, level, like 31, we could absolutely have taken that quest on our own. So, that's super cool. And that's it. So we've done the Tower of Althalaxx as you saw. All we did, we just went to the top of the tower and just had to kill warlocks to get up there, and that was it. Just warlocks with voidwalkers taking us up there. And go. So now we're going to turn it in.
Hello.
Athricus Narasi is an ancient and powerful warlock. Perhaps we should wait for Delgrin's assistance, but he obviously had much faith in you to send you alone. It would have been great to have his assistance.
With the death of Athricus, I hope that the demonic forces in this area will be driven back. I have no doubt that they will regroup and return. But then we shall be even more prepared to meet their threat. For all the work that you have done, you deserve to be well rewarded. Return to Delgrin and tell him that Athricus Narasin lies stilled by your hand, and the cult of the Dark Strand is beaten and scattered.
Okay, so we now have to go back to him at Mathysra's post. That's dumb. But we already have to walk all the way down there anyway, so... what we'll do is walk there, and then we'll hit Astronar and fly back. And then from the docks outside of... Well, actually... trying to think what would be faster. We'd fly here to Aberdeen and then take a boat. So if we fly to Aberdeen, because we have to go back to Darnassus to turn that one in, and then we can walk back out and then take the boat from over or fly over, either way, and then take the boat from Aberdeen to, I think it would take us right to Menethil, which is where we want to be. Or, because that's where the ending of the Absent-Minded Professor questline is. Or, conversely, we can Hearthstone. We have to go by way of Ironforge. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So we go down to Maestra's post here. We will still fly to Darnassus, because we do have to visit Darnassus. And then, eventually she's got to go back to Ratchet, which that's fine. What we'll do, okay, actually, like I said, she might hit 26, and then we want to hit a Paladin trainer up on the way. So anyway, we're gonna let's log these quests. So we did complete this, and we're about to complete that. Actually, we're gonna turn the other one in first. So we did complete Boom, and we picked this up. Ooh, let's check and stretch these a few more. Got a few more little things to do. So we're doing good. So that was my hope, was that we found a character to do that. That worked out. We're going to get a cool item, but I really don't think it's going to be great. Let's look at the journal that we can read as we go. Oh, it's all in Elven. So maybe if you were a Night Elf, you would get to read this. So maybe we can look that up and see if we spoke Elven, what would that say? I do know sometimes they talk to us in Elven, and we can look that up. So, journal page Athricus. Okay, so let's see what the comments say. It's written in Darnassian, so it has to be read by a Night Elf, which is correct. So let's go ahead and read what it says. It never ceases to amaze me how easily hatred can be used to bend people to your will. The orcs and trolls were easiest, their hatred of the Alliance making them willing subjects to hear the message of the Dark Strand. Do they have any inkling of the greater power they serve? That infuriating paladin Delgrin the Purifier has been poking into our affairs in Ashenvale Forest, while his lackey Balthul spies on my tower, thinking his presence unknown to me. Delgrin believes us a minor threat, just another death cult, perhaps. Little does he know that we are but one of the strands of the Shadow Council. Alright, so we know the Shadow Council is the remaining faction that... I think they have some ties to the old gods because of the... what's the ogre guy's name that was part of the Shadow Council? And now it's in Darth Maul and is a Twilight... Chokal. Because of the ties to Chokal, they also have ties to the Twilight's Hammer, but they're separate. They essentially... They're an arm of the Burning Legion, really, is what they are. They're the Warlock strand, and also they're no longer teamed up with the Horde. As a child, I was once told of an insect whose bite could kill with ease, though it looked nothing more than a fly, a speck barely worthy of recognition. It is the things you dismiss which will hurt you the most. Left to fester. And is that talking about Balthul, or is that, because that's ended up what's happening? Ironically, I think he means self. It's not used for anything. Yeah, people are like, what is this for? No, it's just a piece of lore. So I don't know. We might be able to sell it. You know what? I wonder if we turn this in, could we have just... No. I was going to say, I wonder if you use that scrying bowl, could you just turn in the quest and not have to go down to Onu? In which case, we could have flown. At this point, it would have been kind of annoying to find that out, but... No, you can't. So there's no point to have this file. As soon as we turn in this quest, I'm going to toss this file out. You might be able to sell that journal page, which is the only reason why I haven't tossed it out. But yeah, so this is pretty good. I'm happy that it went this way. That means we're gonna wrap this. We're wrapping this zone up no matter what today. The next thing that we have to do is we're gonna move to Silverpine, but she needs to eventually get over to the Barrens because that's the next time we'll check in with her. So not a huge break, just long enough for. Because Silverpine is nowhere near as long as Darkshore was. But we're gonna wrap Silverpine up. Except we won't be doing Shadowfang Keep yet. We'll wrap that after. Alright, here's the... Oh, actually... Yeah, no, that's good. Flee Contessa, and you're mooching through the ruins of Mathystra been fruitful. Thank you. Not even close. These relics are from a time when Mathystra shone. That once great bastion of the elves has faded, but shards of its magic remain. Just hope we can unlock the secrets of that place before our enemies. Vigilant. Alright, so we have no...
My goods are of the highest
We have
quality.
no... we can sell it for 1 copper. Let's trash this. That's good. I guess I'll keep those extra things for now. I don't know what that's going to say we have no of. Yeah, so starting tomorrow, with tomorrow's episode, we will be doing Silverpine Forest, which, again, it's the first tier 2. We finished all the tier 2, and that's an arbitrary tier system that I've created for myself. And there are 6 tiers in Warcraft universe, so we're about 1/3 of the way through the Alliance side. There are, but we still haven't done any of the tier 2 horde zones, because Barrens basically counts as 2 the way it's spread up, even though the leveling kind of makes it a little bit off. And then Silverpine would be the other one. But the Wailing Caverns, since it's baked into the center of the Barrens, is actually a more challenging quest zone than Shadowfang Keep is. I mean, it's less challenging. So, what we'll do is finish Silverpine, because it will give us a level up, like a leveling boost. We will need a little help because of that, finishing out the zone. It will be, the elites will be true elites for us. And then, although when I did this on my Horde character, my Druid, I think I could have mostly, except maybe the very, very last one, when you go on Defender's Isle and you kill the little couple, the Knoll Chieftain or whatever he is in there. That one we probably need a little bit of help with. Even one person. I think I tried to duo it and it was still a little hard, but 2 to 3. 3 people you can definitely get it going. So that one we'll need some help with. That's I don't usually have a lot of trouble finding anyone to help with that though. We have to turn in this. The Powers Below, we have to turn in Ironforge. So we do still have these 3 quests to turn in. And there is an actual quest we'll have to do that's not just talking to someone. For the Absent-Minded Prospector. And that's okay. If we go a little over today in the effort to finish this zone, that's fine. So we'll take Silverpine up to the end, all the way up to where there's nothing left to do except do the dungeon, the Shadowfang Keep dungeon, and then we won't do it. Then we'll hop over to Barrens, and we will work all the Barrens quests for the Horde up until I feel confident that we can do Wailing Caverns. So probably a little right around at the halfway point of the zone. Because if we take it too far, Wailing Caverns will be worth nothing to us, and it would be nice to get the XP boost from Wailing Caverns and from Shadowfang Keep before we try to tackle the end of the Barrens zone, because the quests at the very end start to be in the 30s, like we just did right here. So we could, if we ourselves were close to being in the 30s, it would help us not need help, because they're not as hard as what we just did. The hardest one is the Dwarven one in the Bale Madonna, or whatever it is. And that, where you have to get the chest at the end, where there's like a pack of 4 or 5 dwarves, and usually you can get help doing that one too, but I would love to be able to solo it. I've soloed it in the past, but you just have to be a little bit higher level. So if we're like 4 levels under, it's not going to work. So by the time we get through Silverpine and the Barrens, we should be caught up. We should be caught up with Contessa here, even though she's probably going to be 26. Alright, Tower of Althalaxx, here we go, turning it in.
Greetings. I knew you would be up to the task, adventurer. I sense great deeds before you, and that you will right many of the wrongs that plague our lands. Bear my blessings, adventurer, as well as this gift.
Okay, so again, no good loot for us, no mail stuff. None of the weapons can compete with Farragon's Fist. So just XP is really what we're doing that for, and that was pretty good. So we are down to needing a remaining 2,600 XP, and we have 2 quests to turn in. So just by turning in what's in the quest log, we'll get those 2 things, because the Absent-Minded Prospector, the Powers Below is worth a nice little chunk. The Absent-Minded Prospector, not so much. So what we're going to do now is walk to Astronar, and we're still doing good on time. We still have about 10 minutes left to not even go over. So it'll take a few to fly to Darkshore, to turn in the Absent-Minded Prospector, and then pick up the next one in that chain. But, okay. So we did just finish Tower of Althalaxx. So that chain is fully done. We have 5 to go. Actually, do we? No, because we turned in Mathystra Relics. Actually, I forgot to mark that off. Dang it. That's why. Okay, so take the turning off. Put that there. Bam. Bam. Off-road a little bit. Okay. So that's really good. So if you look at it, we only have Powers Below to turn in, the Absent-Minded 3 to turn in, and then that will give us 4, which is really just a breadcrumb to take us from Darnassus over to the Wetlands. And then there is 1 quest in the Wetlands, which is considered a Darkshore quest that we'll have to do. So 4 quests left in the zone. 2 of them we already have that just need to be turned in, and the other one is further breadcrumb. Fortunately, our nice priest buffs will wear off before we get there.
Where would you like to fly to?
I would like to fly to Rutherford Village and Teldrassil, please. Okay, so all good. Yeah, like I said, this one doesn't give you anything. Book, pretty sure it just gives you XP. Absent-Minded Prospector, so this is going to give us... Great, 2 choices of leather gloves. I gotta love that. So nothing good for the Absent-Minded. We're just getting bad luck on loot right now. old pally here. Although, like I said, we have pretty decent stuff. When we're in Ironforge, we can mess around with our blacksmithing some more too. Because we have 7, which makes 14 more bronze. And that will allow us... I can make more coarse grinding stones too. Do we have those? Yeah. So that's something we can start with. But absolutely, we'll make 7 coarse grinding stones. So that's we'll play with that again, even though it's we're gonna probably now we're about 5 minutes out, so we'll be a little bit over, but worth it to wrap everything up for sure. Ugh, we're only just out of Darkshore. Yeah, I think that's good. So we'll hit Barrens after that. We'll pause Shadowfang Keep. We'll hit Barrens. The beginning of the quests for Barrens will be easy, and we'll go up. The final boss in Wailing Caverns is 22. So I'll probably take. Let's just take a peek at Classic Barrens quests. We'll look at the Wowhead. So if we take it up to the 22 quests, that gets us to starting the bottom. Lakotamani, Egg Hunt. So we'll kind of go right around there. Now the zone itself actually extends beyond, like I said, into the 30s. But this will be a decent chunk. And in that chunk, we will have, before we actually do Wailing Caverns, we'll come back. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There are 14 neutral quests. So we'll have 1 to 2 episodes where we also come back and do Alliance. And then when both are set up with Wailing Caverns, we'll do back-to-back Wailing Caverns quests. Or episodes, and then we'll go and do immediately back-to-back Shadowfang Keep episodes. So we'll have a little bit of dungeons going on in a row, which will boost us up to help us finish out the zone. In this time, we'll also be looking for the Harvester. That's the main problem we'll have. That quest is exceedingly annoying, and then we won't have any for a while that we have to worry about, but that rare drop on the Harvester is a pain to get. I hate that you have to get so lucky, and the only thing going for us actually is this Cataclysm classic going on right now. That, you know what? I think we bought from the fish dealer before.
The fish off the coast of Teldrassil are quite large and robust. Rumors
they're
say
large and
the
robust.
speedy growth
That was good.
tree
61 silver. Oh, I need to repair it. We'll repair when we get to Menethil, or actually Ironforge. So what we're going to do here is Hearth. After we turn in the Absent-Minded Prospector, we're going to go ahead and Hearth over. Don't think I need anything for the bank. Do I have some things in the bank I should pick up? Since I'm passing right by it, since they have such a nice, centrally located bank in Darnassus. That's the Darnassus. We do have more. We have rough grinding stones, and I've got tons of gems. But nothing particularly. I think I'll set my silver bars in there for now. No, maybe not. Good luck. Alright, oh, we are getting close to leveling up 26 also. Let's see, maybe, it did say we would level up with the quest stuff, so maybe if we level up in Ironforge, there's a paladin trainer we can get more in Ironforge too. Where is this dude? It says it's in Darnassus. He's somewhere right around here. I don't know why he's not showing. It's like glitching. Chief Archaeologist Grey Whisker. Where are you, bro? I don't know why he's not showing on the map. Not him. Kind of annoying, actually. That homeboy's not showing up. Just, I know I'm like pretty certain he's right around here. Okay, we gotta look this one up since he's... Oh, he's down there. He's at the Temple of the Moon. I was completely wrong about his location. Of course. Alright, yeah, we gotta... I like that about LVOI too, how you can look at the exact percentage durability of all your stuff. We could use some better shoulders. Use some blues. But all together, I think we're good. It's been nice spending all this time with her, and then we've missed our shaman, so we'll get to spend some time with her. I think between doing the Call of Water quest line and Silver Pine, that'll probably take us close to a week, maybe less, maybe 6 days or so, and then do that first chunk of Barrens. Not too hard. I think it'll really just take us a few days, and then tack on maybe another couple. So probably another week or so setting up to get us ready to do. So a couple weeks out, we'll be doing Wailing Caverns, and then running Wailing Caverns twice, turning in the quest for those. That'll take a few days. And then also picking up. There are no quests for the Alliance for Shadowfang Keep. So that's just a one-day thing. Where on? Oh, he's outside of the temple. Yeah, so Shadowfang Keep, that'll just take a couple days. So we'll probably spend maybe, let's say, close to a week, a little bit less, getting that done. So we're probably looking at around 20th or so before we wrap up those.
How are ya?
What can I do for you, human?
Oh my! Leave it to Prospector M travel to discover such a find! This fossil bears a striking resemblance to one I once saw in Ironforge. An archaeologist by the name of Flagongut brought it to our annual Explorers League conference. He believed the fossil had a power which could be unlocked somehow. Last I heard, Flagongut had holed up in the Deepwater Tavern in Menethil Harbour, awaiting escort to the Welgar excavation site. Seek him out and show him Remtravel's fossil. Perhaps he can reveal the secrets of the past. The ship to Menethil departs from Oberdeen.
Sure. But we need to go via Ironforge. Oh, I gotta close this out. Sometimes Wowhead, I do not know why, but it just crashes down my whole, I think it's all the ads. Just basically shuts down my Google browser. Like, it just locks it down. Like, this is dead. It's a dead. Eventually it'll close out, but it goes completely non-responsive. And it's not every time, so that's what makes me think it's the ad. Is it must depend on whatever ad scripts are running. Certain ads just, if it gets too many going, I do hate it because Wowhead is it's the best database. There you go, got out of there. Definitely the best database for the research and the type of stuff that I do. All right, so that's the one I already knew wasn't going to give us a lot of XP. But yeah, so this powers below, turning that in is good. But I'm not even gonna mess around with anything in Stormwind because really Ironforge is a better capital for our character. I think I mean, we might even eventually, if it wasn't for the fact that everything's so centrally located in terms of questing, there's so much stuff. Ooh, sorry. So much stuff to do in Stormwind. Alright, so we are, unfortunately, now we're 5 minutes over. We still have a quest to do. So this episode will run a little long. But it's better for, I'd rather do that than have a 20-minute episode and stretch this out one more day. I feel like get it done. I don't think I'm going to make that try my best, but no speed buffs for Paladin. Got there. Perfect. Okay, now we'll look at the spreadsheet while we're there. Yeah, we can pick this up. So we completed Absent-Minded Prospector. That's actually my longest one. We completed it, picked it up. So now we can check off this guy. And, yep, free to go. Getting there. Look at that person way down there. Level 60 warrior. Yeah, and then wrapping up the end of Barrens, there will be like a day where we wrap up quests for the Alliance, and then probably, depends on what our luck for the Harvester is. Probably not a ton. A few more days, so altogether about 4 days. So I would say 3-ish weeks from now, we will be wrapped up with all Tier 2 content. 3 to 3.5 in that ballpark. We'll have, that's assuming I don't miss any days. I don't foresee myself missing any days coming up soon. I don't think there are any Wailing Caverns quests for the Alliance that aren't neutral. Black Feather Peeps. So, Stormwind. Okay, so we're good on those quests. Anytime you find a really weird random book, you can come turn it into this guy.
Very good.
Hello, madam. May I interest you in one of my tomes?
Ah, a copy of The Powers Below. An interesting text this is, and some might find it useful. But this one's in sad shape. And look here, there are notes in the margin of almost every page. I know this copy. I sold it to Bolgar last year. Are you a friend of his? Yes, I thought you were. You have that same fire behind your eyes. Well, by definition, a friend of Bolgar's is a friend of mine. And we take care of our own, yes?
Kinda weird. Who is Bolgar? Is that Bolgar? Okay, cool. So we get another level of conviction. That's another percentage for crit. I want to find a guard. Take us. I don't know if it's Military Ward or Mystic Ward. That is where you train paladins. I can't remember. But we're 26. We did it. Pretty good. I'm glad that we capped this off by leveling up. So she's already 26. So in good shape for what comes ahead. Might be straight up right in there. Priest. Paladin trainer. I thought it was in here. Alright, dude. Teach me how to be a paladin.
What can I... The light be with you, adventurer! How can I help you?
Alright, so an upgrade to Flash of Light. Good, because I was just thinking, honestly, it's kind of sad of a spell.
Watch your back.
So, gained a little right there.
The light be with you, adventurer. How can
And
I help
upgrade
you?
to the Seal of Righteousness, 6 to 21, 63. Yeah, so just a very minor upgrade. And we don't really use that seal anyway, so
The
not
light
important.
be with you, adventurer. How can I help you?
We don't use it at all. Blessing of Salvation, so this is an interesting one if you're going to tank. Kind of like a reverse taunt. It's sort of a weird, lame way. Not a taunt, but it's...
The light be with you, adventurer. How can I help you?
Basically combine Righteous Fury with Blessing of Salvation to tank as a protection paladin. And we improved our Ret Aura 8 damage from 6. So that's it. Kind of a lame level. We improved 1 baby heal. We improved our seal that we don't use. We improved, we gained greater ability to tank, which we don't do on this character. And we improved our Retribution Aura, which that's the only one that we... I mean, sure, Flash of Light, upgrading that is decent too. Although, the 1.5 second cast, it's like an emergency heal, so that's definitely the way less important of the 2 heals. Hey, I wanna... If I just need to heal 1 second faster... Oh, I guess it does. Like a third. Mana-wise, I guess if you can afford to do it, it's not bad. Alright, so let's forge the rest of our metal. Mess around with blacksmithing for a minute. And then we're going to fly to Menethil Harbor. Instead of taking the boat there. Altogether, this is probably a pinch longer way to do it. And I mean, this is the place to work on blacksmithing. So, special weapon. Let's see, blacksmithing supplies. That's good. There's some anvils. All right. So first things first. Let's make those coarse stones. We don't have a ton to make, but coarse grinding stones are definitely useful. And then after this. What do we have here? Need to make 3 things. So 6, 7, 6, 5. But we don't have the leather. 8. No, thank you. Okay, so I have 5 where I use the stones. 5 and I use less stones than a gem. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna start by making 3 rough bronze shoulders. That'll get us to 130. Blacksmithing is just so much more annoying to level up. Okay, and that will use up shadow gems and a few of our stones. That's what the shadow gems are for. Okay, and then where's our trainer? Probably.
No. A fast learner is what ye are.
Alright, so now we can make a bronze great sword, a heavy bronze mace, and silver bronze boots. I'm glad I didn't get rid of that silver.
Still have some learning in you. Go talk to Benga Steepforge. He's a hard
heavy bronze mace is a one-handed mace that's pretty decent. We don't have any of the things really that we need for it. The bronze greatsword is a 16 damage greatsword. We found much better than that, and it's barely halfway. Silver bronze boots, we might want to make one of these at least, because 122, 4. Oh yeah, so that's better for us, so we definitely want to make one of those. But then after that, not that much, because they take a pretty decent amount. The 6 bronze. So this is more of a quantity, a quality thing, something that we want to have on. Don't even look that good. Alright, so we need... Where's the things that take us 5? I think, there we go. Now I can make a patterned bronze bracer. And then after that, we're kind of stuck. We have to make the one for 6. That's 7. So we have to make these leggings. So we need 3 sets. That gets us up to 135. Good. And yeah, we only... At this point, we need to start collecting copper again, I believe. If we can get iron, great. But we won't. We'll be in the Barrens. We'll collect copper.
What's on your mind?
I never repaired. Okay, so sell this stuff. Bam. We don't need those either. What am I doing with... Yes, I have some silk. Forgot about that. I don't know, or I don't even know where I got a stack of 7 silk from. I have no idea. Felt like I made my silk bandages, so where did I get that? Weird, bro. Maybe I did it before I did the tower, and I got that from the tower. But I'm just being cray. Alright, so let's see it now at once.
You know more than I do, that's a certainty.
Alright, so a bronze battle axe and silver bronze gauntlets now.
Prove yourself, but
so
he is a fine teacher indeed.
Battle axe.
His name's Rockgath.
A little bit stronger, but not anything better. Silver bronze gauntlets.
A fast learner is
we don't have
enough.
enough.
And a good smith to boot.
So
I would sign off on your work any day of the week.
118,
but I sense
4,
you still
5.
have some learning in you. Go talk
That's
to
better.
Stinkforge. He's a hard taskmaster, but he's also one of the best.
Alright, so now to the... Do I want to do that? Sure. Okay, the bronze kettle is somewhere around here too. There it is. Let's get rid of all this junk in our... We have 2 clam meat and 2 milk. Perfect. So we can just buy a mild spice. Trash what's left. Alright, so we're about 15 minutes over because of the housekeeping. We didn't do a ton, but we did level up and clear out our inventory.
I have the finest wires in the land.
Everything. You know what? I'm gonna trash that too. Okay, so we probably could put these gems in the bank if we want, but I'll keep them. I don't think we can learn a new recipe.
Dirge Quickleave of Gadgetsan is a master of the culinary arts.
Alright, so now to fly to Menethil. As we fly, we'll check off some of our last quests.
The Wildhammer dwarves might have fast steeds, but can
and we still have, even though we just leveled up, we're still a gold over where we were at. So we turned in the powers below. Good for us. Bam, bam. So let's we do still need just a few, probably more than that. So we turned in the powers below, and then we turned in. Well, we're going to turn in this quest right now. Absent-minded Prospector. So we're going to turn that one in next, and then that will give us this final quest, Absent-minded Prospector 5. I'm just going to mark it off. Picking it up and turning it in is what we want. So it's not a nothing quest. It's not like, because I think we have to go around here. I think we have to go get this fossil to wrap it up. And I don't remember if it's like, hey, run to this spot. But at level 26, we're already totally fine to be in the wetlands. There's nothing in the wetlands we can't really handle. I do think, yeah, if you notice there, that's 28. These couple quests up here, they make it a little tougher. The mid-30s, they're actually tied more along to the Stockades chain and getting you ready to go into a Wrathy, Hillsbrad kind of area. Which is why I'm actually just now setting up to start Wetlands, and I have it in my slate of things to do Wetlands after Ashenvale because of that little quests at the end. Most of them are very, very, very much easier, and then you have that little chunk which raises the whole ceiling at the end. So she's gonna end up probably living here. I don't care. Okay, so where is the dude? Is he upstairs maybe? I think so.
How are you?
What you got there, friend?
Oh my, you say this came from the distant lands of Kalimdor? Amazing! Simply amazing! Prospector Welgar now holds the original fossil at his site in the Wetlands. When I discovered the Stone of Relu, I believed it to be the key to unlocking the mystery of the fossil. While I travelled on the road to meet Welgar, I was attacked by raptors and the relic was lost. I don't know which one of the mottled beasts swallowed the relic, but if you can retrieve it, I can unleash the power of these artifacts. Bring me both the Stone of Relu and the original fossil he holds.
So I was thinking to myself, I don't remember if this is a kill quest where we kill and hope we get a drop, or we have to go collect something. Well, that's the reason why I couldn't remember. It's both. So we have to both kill raptors and get the fossil itself. It's annoying. So we will go get the fossil first. We'll kill whatever raptors we can. Hopefully we get some good luck. And because we're already 20 minutes over. This is a mega... Now I'm feeling like we should have saved. We're basically squishing 2 episodes into one, but... Oh well. I'm committed now, because now we've done all this work. We absolutely could have saved this and probably had another 45-minute episode on. But I am ready to be done with Darkshore, and this is just where we're at. So, if you go along here, we don't need them. Rocks. So the raptors will start appearing kind of in here, but there's a little path that you'll need to do. Black Channel Marsh, okay, we cleared that out. It's over here, and that's where we'll get the main fossil. By the time we actually come back here, everything around here is going to be gray. Not really worried about this. Yeah, so then, like I said, it'll be the last, probably be somewhere 3-ish weeks in, and we'll finish all of the Tier 2. Tier 3 will begin with Stone Talon Mountains. Tier 3 is... I'd say I'm not quite done with Tier 3 yet, but getting near the end. Tier 3 is probably capped off around the time that you finish Duskwood, or Stockades, rather. Yeah. Hillspread. Yeah, I'd say Hillspread, Foothills. Even though that one's tough for Alliance. So these raptors can drop it. We will hunt them after. Yeah, so basically, Tier 3 will do Stone Talon Mountains with both. That's an equal faction zone. And this is where the Horde really starts to fall behind. Like, Barrens does not compensate for the extra zones that the Alliance has access to. Because then there's Red Ridge Mountains, which is of a difficulty level on the same par as Stone Talon, but it's only Alliance. So they both gained access to Red Ridge. This is the excavation site where the raptors are and where the stone is. I believe, I truly don't remember. I think the stone is at the tip top. So in a way, this is serving as a breadcrumb to this area. I think that's kind of what the point of it is. Then after Stone Talon Red Ridge, then you have Duskwood, so a whole another Alliance zone, 2 in a row. Then Ashenvale works for both equally. Then Wetlands, another Alliance zone. Then Hillspread, which sure, it's more horde than not, but Alliance gets a big chunk of quests in there too. And then and within that set, the Alliance gets the stockades. Here's the chest. I'm not going to actually do these quests because, like I said, this is for later. This is why I think it's a breadcrumb, because getting this fossil leads you to those guys. I figured it's flagging different sensible for that fossil eventually. Yeah, and that's it. They need all this help, but ignore them. So then, the Stone of Relu can take. The last time I did this quest, I had sort of bad luck. I didn't get the drop rate was not great. I think I had to end up killing for a decent amount of time after this here. I don't know which ones are better. I think I read online like the model Cyclaws maybe had a better drop rate. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, so after Ashenvale, then you have Duskwood. Oh no, then you have Wetlands, which is another Alliance zone, and then so in that set of things, there's not a ton of dungeons. Black Fathom Deeps will probably be the next big one. Stockades for sure. Maybe I would put Nomergon in there. I'm not opposed to that, because Nomergon you got to squeeze in at some point. It's not really tied to any zone. So these guys are strong. It's good. This is raising our stuff. And we need to get that Stone of Relu. So again, we will be back here doing these quests, fighting these raptors later, probably when they're worth no XP. I would imagine they'll be worth no XP. Because, like I said, I'm level 35, getting close to level 36. And I still haven't even started the Wetlands yet on my mage. So I'm imagining it should be the same. So, once we get this and turn it in, that'll be the end of this episode. So, how lucky we get on the drop rate of these raptors is... and I'm fighting these for two reasons. One, I feel like in my research I read that these green ones had the highest drop rate. Maybe. Also, they're certainly worth more XP. They're not too tough. Come on, Stone of Relu. Daddy needs the Stone of Relu. And I think the cool thing about this is I think this quest maybe is our first intro into like the Titans. This whole absent-minded Prospector chain, where we fought the golems already. We were already kind of seeing some of these things, the connection between the Trogs and the Titans. So from like a quest experience, it's pretty I swear, somebody in chat the other day was like talking about when you're using a big slow two-handed weapon, misses just hurt so much. And I don't disagree. Okay, so we are not having good luck on Stone of Relu hunting. We are getting nice XP. Why my stinking mage is so high level. Jinxed myself saying the grind was going to be low. Ooh, we got a ring? What's this do? 7 arcane resistance. Useless. Who the heck needs that? When has anyone ever been like... Well, maybe. Okay, I don't know. I was gonna say, when has anybody ever been like, I want more arcane resistance? Okay, well, that's actually possible. But it would have to be, like, specific to a quest or a raid or... Oh, you stupid raptors. Give me your stone. I need it. Wowzers. They're just really pushing me. They're pushing me, and I don't like it. Gonna have to... Oh, my light was worn off. I really need a better UI, like some kind of a big alarm that's like, your buffs are wearing off. Use that. Alright, I guess I'm gonna eat one of my crab cakes. Drink one of my melon juices. Just to keep the grind going here. Yeah, so then going into Stone Talon, not the longest zone, it's probably about four days on one, 5 on another, in that ballpark, so about a week and a half. So I would think by the time we're coming up, oh no. By the time we are coming up on, like, 4th of July-ish... Potion. Oh, you know what? I'll use my... Okay, I was not... I think he resisted my stun. This is not going well. It's also burning through all of my stuff. Having to fight 2 of these is... All of that, you know, you always hope, like, whenever, especially if you get a really tough fight like that, like, that the gods will reward you by giving you what you want. No. Doesn't work out that way, usually. And I've already burned through all my mana surviving that. So we're able to kill a dozen or so raptors organically. Oh man, what a Jesus. Okay, I don't want to go fight those 2. All right, so I'm gonna need, I guess, I need a buff. Come on. No parrying. Great. Just great. Okay. Oh my gosh. I might have to end up using my 3 seconds that I can use another potion. Okay. And if I could just... Come on. Had to use it. Had to use my lay on hands. Jeez. Another juice. Wow. How unfortunate that these raptors are not giving me the Stone of Pelu. And on my other character, I did try the easier raptors first, and I had no success. Again, I don't know. You know how RNG is, and just get in your head thinking that these things matter, or, you know, little things matter. Oh my gosh. Fun. We know they don't. Not really. To get that, I am going for that 10 in just a minute. I just want to clear my way over to it. I mean, I'll skip the 10 if I can get the stupid Stone of Pelu. Actually, it's right there. I mean, I hate that they keep giving me disease. He resisted my freaking thing. So annoying. No Stone of Relu. Come on, Stone of Relu. This is gonna be the one, right? I feel it. It's gotta be this one. This raptor has it. He's got it in his little diseased claws. Come on. Not fair. Just one hit. Alright. We'll get some more tin. Okay, so we are now over 30 minutes. We're 35 minutes over. So we absolutely could have made this into a separate episode. So, I mean, whatever. You guys are still rolling with it, then I guess it's not a big deal. I just didn't expect this one to take so long. But I guess I should have remembered. I did know it was a full-on quest. Not a raptor egg. Although we will cook those things. They're actually... that's actually useful to leveling up our cooking. Because if you look at the... Oh. There is a curiously tasty omelet which uses those eggs. I had a feeling that was it, and it wasn't. My feelings lied to me. I mean, we're gonna run out of water to drink if this doesn't happen soon. There's an alchemy group that needs to learn Flask. What are these people talking about in chat? Okay, like I get it, I do, but I'm still cry about it. If there's an alchemer in your group that needs to learn Flask of Titans, you shouldn't be need rolling on it just to sell it. Well, that's literally the definition of greed rolling, so... You can't prove the alchemist will learn it. I mean, that's true about everything, basically. And when he glows yellow in front of you, I mean, that's true too. If there's an alchemist in your group that needs to learn Flask of Titans so they can sell them for ungodly amounts of luck, there's that too. You shouldn't be rolling on it then. Fixed it for you. These people are so correct. Not gonna drink it yet. I mean, it's all, like, relative, right? It's all a game, it's all profit. I would say, especially for stuff like that, like... Although, in the long run, you would think that... like, somebody who would learn a recipe should have priority over someone that just wants to straight up sell the recipe. Okay, I gotta drink juice. Down to 2 juices. easy to keep a cheap pattern you never learn in your bags. That's weird. That would be such a... You'd have to be so committed to the scam. I don't know. Yeah, like, who would do that? And that even has a finite amount of, like, there's only so many times you can learn recipe. I guess if you just kept, like, every cooking recipe in the game. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have so many raptor eggs after this. I mean, we have already gone up a third of a level, basically just grinding this stuff out. And it is not really... Why is our damage so late? Oh. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's look up Stone of Relu and see what has the best drop rate, because this is getting rough. Modeled Raptor, 1.4%. Yeah, see, 0.3 for the other ones. And the Screechers have a 1%. What? These are the weaker ones! Ah, it is the ones out there that have the better drop rate. Oh my goodness. I have it backwards. Razor Maw and Scytheclaw are 0.3 and 0.2%. Oh gosh. So going out to kill those is better. 4 times more efficient. Okay, pretend that never happened. You know, we just wanted to spend more time together, and you are happy that we are hanging out, reading people's chat at this point. You're just grinding and getting into the drama of others. That's all that we're doing. I mean, we got some good XP. Here's the modeled Screechers. Was that on there? Yeah. Okay, so these guys are... Now, these people draw others to help them. They're a little bit... This is 25, so they're a little easier compared to the 27s that we were fighting. That's a modeled raptor. So the purple ones have the best overall drop rate, supposedly, allegedly. Call for help. The jerk. Oh, come on. Hit him. Oh my gosh. I did not want to use that, but it was... Okay, so far we've killed... This will be our third one of these, and we don't have any good... We got all the eggs with them. Okay, so 3 of these, but let's kill the raptors since they have supposedly the best of all. They're also green, so they should be the easiest to kill. They also don't screech for help. So that's a benefit too. We don't have to use the full Crusader or Command combo when it's green. Okay. Raptor eggs. And I'll clear out the whole camp up there. I cannot believe I had that backwards. I mean, why not? I get things backwards all the time. Raptor tooth. My wife's gonna be sitting out there fussing that this episode took me so long. On, bro. Also, my son's having Buddy come over in a couple hours, and I need to make him do his chores and stuff, and go motivate him to get working. So yeah, this is like at this point, this drop rate is as bad as the powers below. The book that we were trying to find, that is a rare drop quest. So that tells you something right there. Oh, Darkshore quests, how I love you. How many quests? How many? This is why dinosaurs went extinct. We have discovered the reason why. Because a raptor accidentally went after the Stone of Relu. What is this one doing? Just running around. Running around the zone. Getting his steps in. Okay, we got a nice crit on that one. Are you the one that had it? No. You just had a tooth. A keen raptor tooth. We've basically burned through all of our quest XP. I mean, rested XP. We still have 3,000 rested. Oh, hey, it's a raptor egg for a change. I'm just so sad. Stone of Relu, I know you want to be. No more over there. I see a field of raptors. I guess we'll be mowing through that. I should have probably used a Oh my gosh, I thought it was it for a second. It wasn't. Spoiler, it was a moonstone. Actually, that will help us out with our blacksmithing, because I'm pretty sure that's how you make the counterweights. Which is pretty good buff. 3% increase on two-handed weapons. It does make it to where you can't have an enchant, and I don't know if it's chance to crit, chance to hit. But if it's chance to hit, then that's just OP. Might be pretty what they've done. Oh, a sharp claw. Thanks, I was really hoping I could get that. Not. Bring that back. Let's bring back the hard knot back. Not. Alright. Let's continue killing raptors. Come on, modeled raptors. Well, what was it? What did it say? It had a 1.4% drop rate, which that's never really true. There's always, some inflated numbers, or deflated because of the people that aren't on the quest that kill them. But if the 1.4% is true, that means we would have to kill around 70 of them on average. The average person would be killing 70, which I feel like we've got to be getting close to that. But probably not. Could have used the other one on this guy, actually. Let's pull him away, because he's going to do his screech here in a second and call all of his friends in. Thank you, goodness. Thank the sweet Lord. Alright, so we got our Stone of Relu. By the way, we got it from a modeled Screecher. And, so don't listen to my initial part of the video and go for the higher level ones in the excavation area. Apparently they suck. That's just another perfect example of where I talked about this a couple episodes ago. How there are many instances when the higher level mobs actually have a lower drop rate. There is a prime example for the higher level raptors have a much worse drop rate. Well, we did it. It took almost 2 hours. So I should have made this into 2 episodes, but I did not think. It took another 50 minutes on top. We absolutely, because then I could have just taken the last 10 minutes and moved us out to Barrens. Started working on that process. At least flown us down to Booty Bay, and then we just go over to Ratchet. That's a great starting place. Ratchet is a fantastic start. Those are we'll have this ignition up here. We got a bunch of Ratchet quests. Lots of Razorfish also. Castle. Go into the inn. But we'll just leave this character here. What's that too much? Fletcher?
Hey there.
Sharp Claw we don't need. Those we don't need that. We don't need that ring. Look at all those eggs we have.
See you around.
Okay. I mean, we did get a decent amount of money. We're almost up to 7, maybe about a gold. Maybe a little less. You don't get a lot of gold from raptors.
What can I do for you?
The Stone of Relu, you will be able to release the hidden secrets of my fossil, as well as Remtravel's fossil from Darkshore.
Most excellent adventurer. Now to see if I can use the stone to decipher the powers of the fossils.
Alright, so it says, archaeologist Flagging Up begins to manipulate the Stone of Relu over the 2 fossils. Then he says, by the stars a spirit has been summoned. And it's Amon who says, who hath summoned forth Amon? Ah, I see you toil with relics of the past. Warn that even your creators are fallible. Digging too deep into your past might bring about an abrupt end to your future. That's pretty cool. So we're seeing the Titans for the first time ever. Amon dissipates before your eyes. We're seeing Amon in the flesh, which is pretty cool. He doesn't give us any more dialogue about it, but that's pretty neat. Oh, there he goes.
It's a mystery of the past indeed, but a key to our future.
Okay, cool. All right, we did it. We have another episode, another zone in the pipe, 5x5. Look forward to seeing you all next time on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft. Peace out.